This episode takes you through the full airport journey, from packing to boarding and all the way to Japan, step by step, no stress, no English worries.
The most important things for traveling abroad. I always pack those first. My passport, flight ticket or e-ticket, wallet, phone, charger, and any medication I might need. These all go into my carry-on bag, the one I keep with me at all times. Next, I pack my checked luggage. I'll bring some clothes, skincare products, a small gift, and maybe a few snacks. But there's one thing to be very careful about: liquids. Each bottle must be under 100 milliliters, so I transfer things like face wash and toner into small travel-sized containers. Also, sharp items like scissors or nail clippers can't go in my carry-on. They'll get taken away at security. I put those in my checked bag. Before closing my suitcase, I weigh it to make sure it's within the airline limit. Rules vary, so I always double check. I also pack one extra outfit in my backpack just in case my luggage gets delayed. That way, I'll have something clean to wear. Looks like I'm all set. I'm leaving early tomorrow, time to get some rest. I've just arrived at the airport, pulling my suitcase behind me. I'm feeling a little nervous. There are a lot of people, and the departure screen is packed with flight numbers and gates. I look up and search for my flight number, JL812, Japan Airlines. I spot it, but I'm still not quite sure where the check-in counter is. So I ask one of the staff for help. He tells me, Japan Airlines is checking in at Area D. I follow the signs in that direction, and soon I see the counters. As long as you focus on 3 key details, your flight number, the airline name, and the counter area, it's not that hard to find where you need to go. Now that I've found the counter, it's time to check in. I've arrived at the Japan Airlines check-in counter. It's time to check in for my flight. When it's my turn, I hand over my passport and the e-ticket on my phone.
Good evening. May I see your passport and boarding information?
Sure, here's my passport and my boarding pass.
Will you be checking in any luggage today?
Yes, just this suitcase.
Does your bag contain any power banks, laptops, or other lithium battery items?
No, I've packed all of those in my carry-on. Items like lithium batteries aren't allowed in checked luggage. They have to go in your carry-on. That's why they always ask about it. My bag isn't overweight. So she prints a tag and sends it onto the conveyor belt. Then, she hands me back my boarding pass and says,
Here's your boarding pass. You'll be boarding at Gate B5 at 9:20 p.m. Please be on time.
Got it. Thank you. After checking in, I headed to the security checkpoint. I placed my backpack into a plastic bin, took out my laptop, and removed my jacket, getting ready to go through the X-ray machine. At that moment, one of the security staff spoke to me.
Please take out your laptop or tablet and place it in a separate bin.
Okay, I take out my laptop.
Any phones, keys, or wallets should also go in the bin.
Got it. I've taken everything out.
Please take off your jacket and hat. If you're wearing boots or thick shoes, you may need to remove those as well.
I followed the instructions, placed everything into the bin, and walked through the metal detector. No beeping. They didn't stop me this time. Lucky. But even if you don't have anything suspicious, it's normal to be randomly checked sometimes.
Ma'am, we need to do a quick check. Please hold your arms out to the sides.
Sure. After the check, I walked over to the other side to collect my things. I made sure I had everything, especially my laptop and passport. And that's it for security. Now it's time for immigration, where they'll ask you a few questions. Let's see how that works. After passing through security, I arrived at immigration, the passport check area. I waited in line for a bit, and when it was my turn, I handed my passport to the officer. He looked at it and started asking a few questions.
Where are you going on this trip?
I'm going to Japan, Tokyo.
What's the purpose of your visit?
I'm visiting a friend.
How long will you stay?
About 1 week.
Where will you be staying?
At my friend's place. He nodded, stamped my passport, and handed it back to me.
Have a nice trip.
Thank you. Honestly, this part is very simple. Just answer clearly and keep it short. There's no need to explain too much or feel nervous. The main things they want to know are where you're going, why you're going, how long you'll stay, and where you'll stay. Now that I've passed immigration, I can head to the boarding area. There's still a bit of time before my flight, so I'll take a short break. I've passed through immigration and arrived at the boarding area. The first thing I do is check my boarding pass. It says Gate B5, and boarding starts at 9:20 p.m. I look up at the screen to double check. Everything looks good. The gate hasn't changed. Since I still have some time, I find a seat, check my phone, sip some water, and get my passport and boarding pass ready. Around 9:15, I hear people nearby getting up and saying, "I think boarding is about to start." I glance over at the gate, and the sign now says, "Now boarding." Yup, time to go. I pack up my things, grab my backpack, and head to the line. There's already a small crowd, so I queue up with everyone else, boarding pass and passport in hand. Next stop, the plane.
Hello, may I see your passport and boarding pass, please?
Sure, here you go. She scans my boarding pass, checks my name on the passport, and gives a small nod.
Thank you. Have a nice flight.
Thank you. I walk down the jet bridge, heading toward the airplane. If it's your first time flying, this part can feel a little exciting, maybe even a bit nerve-wracking. But don't worry, just follow the signs and the people ahead of you, and you'll get to your seat without a problem. As I enter the cabin, a flight attendant greets me.
Welcome aboard.
I find my seat, place my backpack in the overhead bin or under the seat, sit down and buckle up, ready for takeoff. The plane is taken off. The city lights outside the window are fading, and I finally start to relax. After about an hour in the air, the flight attendants begin serving dinner. One of them pushes the meal cart over and asks what I'd like to eat.
Hi there. Would you like chicken with rice or pork noodles?
I'll have the chicken, please. Thank you. She hands me the meal and a drink. I thank her again and slowly begin to eat. If this is your first time on an international flight, don't worry. The crew is always helpful. If you don't catch what they say, it's totally okay to ask them to repeat it. After the meal, they come around to collect the trays. Sometimes they'll also hand out an immigration form, which asks for your basic travel info. The plane is landed. I grab my backpack and line up with everyone to get off the plane. After stepping out of the cabin, I follow the signs for arrivals and immigration. The signs are usually clear, and most people are heading in the same direction, so it's easy to follow. After a bit of walking, I arrive at the immigration area. In Japan, most foreign visitors now go through automated passport control. I walk up to a machine, place my passport on the scanner, and look at the camera. It scans my face and matches it with my passport photo. The whole process takes less than a minute. Once the screen shows OK, I continue on toward the customs area. Along the way, I see the baggage claim. I find my flight number, spot my suitcase, and lift it onto a cart. Then comes the final step, customs inspection. I see the signs and choose the green line that says nothing to declare. But even if you don't have anything to declare, it's normal to be randomly selected. A customs officer stops me and points to the X-ray machine.
Please place your luggage on the belt. We need to check it.
Sure. My bag goes through the scanner and everything is fine. Now I can walk toward the exit. As I pass through the doors, I officially enter the arrivals hall. From landing to exiting the airport, the whole process takes about 40 to 50 minutes. Pretty smooth overall.
We'll also practice real travel English. Just listen and repeat with Chloe. Easy and useful.
I put those in my checked bag. I put those in my checked bag. Rules vary, so I always double check. Rules vary, so I always double check. I've just arrived at the airport, pulling my suitcase behind me. I've just arrived at the airport, pulling my suitcase behind me. I look up and search for my flight number. I look up and search for my flight number. I've arrived at the Japan Airlines check-in counter. I've arrived at the Japan Airlines check-in counter. It's time to check in for my flight. It's time to check in for my flight. Sure, here's my passport and my boarding pass. Sure, here's my passport and my boarding pass. After checking in, I headed to the security checkpoint. After checking in, I headed to the security checkpoint. Getting ready to go through the X-ray machine. Getting ready to go through the X-ray machine. The first thing I do is check my boarding pass. The first thing I do is check my boarding pass.
From packing at home to landing in Japan, Chloe's journey is complete. If you're traveling soon, save this video and practice along. Next time you'll feel confident and ready. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.